video series that keeps you up to date on everything Independence Pro Wrestling. I am the voice of IPW J-Rod. The fifth installment of IPW's Grave Danger began with a four-way matchup featuring Elijah Eros, Nate Cobain, Dior Nolans, and Big Jorge. Each of these men are in a bit of a rough patch right now, coming off one or two losses, but had a chance to propel themselves in the right direction. In the end, it would be the Superman punch from Dior Nolans that closed the show. For months now, Durag has been calling out Jimmy Sholwin. The only reason he's given us is that Jimmy didn't check in, whatever the fuck that means. Durag came down and called Sholwin a punk bitch, and that's when Max Morrison came out. Morrison said he wasn't going to let Durag talk down on Sholwin that way and challenged Durag to a match. Right in the middle of the action, Jimmy Sholwin came to the ring, yelling to Morrison that he got to the venue late and just heard Morrison was fighting Durag on his behalf and didn't have to. But unfortunately, that distracted Morrison enough for Durag to hit the stunner and pick up a win. As Durag got out of the ring, he shoved Jimmy Sholwin and made a couple of threats before leaving ringside. Next time I see Durag, I'm going to ask him what his deal is with Jimmy Sholwin, or I'll ask someone else from IPW to get some answers out of him. IPW Women's Champion Mackenzie Black and Thunder Kitty LaFleur have been in cahoots over the women's title, and Honey Badger Lil Missy is the clear #1 contender, which is why she was scheduled to challenge Black for the title. Black was complaining to LaFleur that Black was thinking about just handing the title back to management and quitting IPW instead of defending against Missy. LaFleur broke the news that she went to management already and got the match turned into a triple threat so LaFleur could have the champs back. Mackenzie Black fell for the oldest trick in the book though, because when the time was right, Thunder Kitty LaFleur threw Mackenzie Black into oncoming traffic, chucked Missy out of the ring, and pinned Black to become our second ever two-time IPW Women's Champion. I don't know how he's done it, but just in 3 appearances, Dante Xavier has easily become one of the fans' most disliked athletes on the IPW roster. And not only would they be able to enjoy him getting the shit kicked out of him in our next match, they would get to witness the long-awaited, highly anticipated debut of the Suplex Shogun, Jackson Stone. Stone destroyed Xavier and proved that he is everything he is hyped up to be, and then some. We look forward to seeing his progress in IPW. Jairus Gray lucked up with a shot at the Cyber Championship against LaDon Sanders, who instead of his signature fried chicken, came to the ring and started throwing vegetables at the fans. Sanders has been nothing but a complete prick for the last 2 months, ever since he sold out to win that Cyber Championship. Jairus Gray was moments away from taking it from Sanders though, until Sanders just rolled out of the ring and gave the fans the finger before leaving ringside. Jairus Gray chased him to the back and the match was resulted in a double countout. At Peak Out, the Youpers upset 3-hearted members Max Morrison and Jimmy Sholwin, making them a shoo-in for a shot at Real Hype and the tag team titles. In a match of 4 fan favorites, the Youpers appeared to have Real Hype's number until Max Morrison came to the ring and caused a disqualification to ensure Real Hype kept the belts. Real Hype wasn't happy though, saying what Max did isn't the sportsman's way to do it. If the Youpers were going to beat them, then so be it. Morrison was disgusted with that mentality, and we are still wondering if we have lost him. Anderson Knight has been red hot, bulldozing the competition since July, and has become one of the most deserving Michiana Championship challengers in IPW history. He would get his opportunity against one of the most despised Michiana champions in IPW history, Josh Raymond. Josh Raymond's master plan back at Whiteout that forced Terry Van Avery to get a referee's license finally backfired, as TVA ran to the ring in stripes and stopped Josh Raymond from hitting Anderson Knight with the chain. Raymond panicked when he realized it was Terry and backed up into Anderson Knight, who applied the nightcap submission hold on Raymond. Nothing could have felt better for Van Avery, and nothing could have rubbed more salt in the wound of Raymond than Josh Raymond being forced to submit with Terry Van Avery as the referee calling for the bell. And our new IPW Michiana champion is Anderson Knight. A highly anticipated rematch of one of the best matches in IPW history. The infamous Jamal King challenged the specimen, the IPW champion, Chad Alpha. No disqualifications, Falls count anywhere. The stakes were high as one man fought to become the first ever 3-time IPW champion, while the other fought to make his unprecedented 10th consecutive defense of the title. Out of nowhere, Jackson Stone rushed to the ring and slammed Chad Alpha through a table. Moments later, Dior Nolans, brandishing a pair of brass knuckles, dropped the security guard and jumped the rail to lay out Chad Alpha. Next, LaDon Sanders hit the cheek clamper on Chad Alpha. Before anyone knew what the hell was going on, Jamal King put his foot on Chad Alpha to become our new IPW champion. The four men posed together in the ring and told us this is the new era of IPW Black Excellence. That concludes this edition of The Insider. Join us on Sunday, November 17th at Patterson Ice Center in Grand Rapids, Michigan as IPW presents Excellence.